Meep. Okay. Whew, hello people, it's me Libluini, and we're back with my Let's Play of Dominion 6. By now you know the drill, and we are now early spring in the year 3 of the Ascension Wars. And we're still fighting Mekone. And I have no idea if you can even hear the difference, but again I got complaints about my audio level, and I tinkered a bit, so hopefully you can hear my voice clearer now. If not, don't worry, I've shown my videos to some co-worker of mine who is more interested in all this technical bullshit stuff, and he told me that essentially the main problem seems to be that all my equipment is shit. Since I'm not exactly the most monetary gifted person in the world, I have no idea how to deal with this. I just had to replace the dead TV, so I'm a bit lower on cash right now. I may have some ideas to deal with this, but I can't promise more than really minimal improvements. I guess I just have to live with this shitty audio at least for a couple more months. But now that I'm aware that there is a problem, I will keep fighting it, and hopefully approximately 3 Let's Plays from now, whoever is then left to watch me talk about dumb bullshit will then hopefully finally either hear my voice clearer or not hear any dangerously high levels of noise, or both even. But until then, we'll kind of have to force ourselves through here. I boosted my mic up a bit to hopefully help with my voice, and I reduced amplification on the background music a bit. Hopefully this helps. If the noise is now too strong again, don't worry. Next week I'll try to buy an external sound card, because apparently my dumb PC only has an onboard chip and is connected to my headset with the world's longest internal cable, which according to my coworker is both a bad idea if you want good sound. But anyway, enough of audio quality problems. Let's get on with this. First, our messages. End of the Rainbow has not found anything. Our event alchemist has not found anything either. And we lost another crippled unit. There was a battle in Gulf. We sent our Kappas in and surprised our enemy and retook this province. Then in Annan we got some extra money thanks to the hardworking farmers of our province. Then in Lawborough we got more unrest, which is bad, and more gold. The local lawgiver has caught a traitor. After summary trial and execution, his belongings have been confiscated. So people are angry because some random dude got killed, and we took his gold money and his ice lance. Well, an ice lance is a magic weapon, but I'm not sure it's cold enough in our territory for its magic superpower to matter much. I guess I can throw it on someone who doesn't have anything. Then Riviera. The lair of a Hydrous troll has been found. Within were the bones of unfortunate travelers. Among the dreadful remnants, gold and magical gems were found. The troll itself escaped. Oh great, it's possible that this is one of the new events that has an aftermath. Well, we probably, if we're unlucky, we'll see this troll again attacking us later. At first, for now, we got a bunch of random gems and some minor amount of gold. Then Hesperia. A hidden laboratory has been found and claimed in your name. And inside this lab we got a sizable amount of different gems and an unseen sword. We'll have to look at what that exactly is, since I don't know it. Well, wow, I think that's the second lab we got for free. I suppose if we ever lose this province, people will wonder why the hell I have, in the middle of this landscape of farming fields, a lab. For now we're just collecting random dudes here and some of those. Oh, yeah, right. There's some more survivors here. Well, let's continue collecting survivors. of that one final battle. Ah, okay, here's nothing, but he... well, okay, he's collecting these guys and then goes back to Crater, and we'll go here and collect these and then march down here to Ravia. And here we're putting down some additional defense, not much, since we are possibly losing this. This is more about reducing the enemy's income while making sure the new connection to our underwater realm adds more income to us and more gems to us while the enemy loses resources. Sadly, those are well organized, and since we don't have scouts here, we don't know what exactly is here, but we saw last time it's also extremely well organized. There's nothing we can do. Well, we earlier talked a bit with Arco, and maybe they'll eventually invade, and then, well, they'll probably take Mekone itself. But as long as we get this stretch down below here with some forest provinces, I will be satisfied. Still better than endless final army battle here. And speaking of things, Mekone didn't move. Maybe he got spooked after he saw his large stack of giants being evaporated over Quadra. But it's good for us, because our army is now unified in Kuna Arrow, and we can set this entire stack of weirdos to research. Except maybe this guy can, say, pray a bit. Teachings of God. In our case, the goddess Gem and the holograms. Also, we have this guy who is just one random dude. And this means we can order him to... oh, I keep forgetting. All the prices are higher than in the Dominions 5. Possibly I have to take off and wait a bit. But we can recruit more units while we are here. On the other hand, it would be nice if I could recruit some more close combat mages here. Hey, Yeshta, you can also preach. Preach the enemy out of here. Especially since whatever this shit is, it doesn't help us as much. Oh yes, it's cold, and it's magic, which is good for us, and growth, which is also good, but nothing compared to our insane combo of look and turmoil. So let's keep that shit out. There should also be a scout. Yep, a scout. Scouty, my friend. Since the enemy didn't move, we now have a turn to send a scout. What was it? Ah yes, I wanted to send a scout down here. And next time I send one into Varnheim, to my west, to see what's going on there. My scout here found out that, yes, Arco is here, and Muspelheim is here. Wow, Muspelheim is fairly large if it stretches from up here all the way down here. Even if it's the thinnest country in the universe, that's not good. Let's scout more here. Mekone is still getting observed by us, but since we now know that our Kappas can't just walk all across about the blue coast, we can send our scout again down here to get more of an early warning system, while our underwater... I sent those back, yes, of course. While our underwater troops observe Mekone from afar, and, well, what to do here? We want that forest, and since we are all researching at double speed, we'll get Evocation 5 next turn, and then this one will spell that casts an entire army directly in front of us. Hopefully with all our mages here, we'll then just tear those stupid giants down and be done with this. Well, strategically, I mean, if this were a real war, setting up in that forest and reinforcing would be a good way to slowly attrit the enemy down to nothing, but the longer this goes on, the more magic I'll unlock. With my crazy mages, I'll just will get better and better, while his fire mages, well, they can do one thing good, that's casting combat shit, but on the other hand, we also have our crazy glamour magic, but I guess it's down to armies, and while the giants are extremely hard to kill, so are our dudes. TNN. Well, yes, our 12ers cost exactly as much as an average giant, but I presume they cost less recruitment points. And of course our slightly more brittle she-warriors are like, let's be generous, 0.75 giants. So we can take a lot more losses and still replenish our forces easily. Especially since we don't have troops that are locked simply by arbitrary rules like three of this giant per turn. That's one of those funny ideas that developers sometimes gets. But well, since nothing is moving, I'm getting an additional turn to reinforce our upper army here. More she-lords. Yeah, that's not too bad. Some slingers are always good. There's of course nothing right here right now. Except we have now this guy here, so I can gift him some kind of basic, very basic command. And then we have our main army here. Hey, we even recruited some units already. But let's reinforce our little she-warrior army squadron. Yes, scouts. The question is, do I squeeze some money out to get a temple here so I can recruit she-warriors directly down here? I mean, eventually we will do this. I would like to build up the fortification instead, but giants are so fucking fast with tearing them down. I'm not sure I should do this now. Of course, I'm guessing he's doing his best to upgrade that forest now, since he only has 2 fortifications left after we took one of his and got to keep it, because for some reason he is now very wary of our army and its magical bullshit. Oh fuck it, I recruit more soldiers. And some slingers. I still have some money left over. So let's see. 630, yes, we have enough for 2 other sorcerers. Next turn we'll even have some extra money left over. This looks for me like slinger time. Good. Recruitment continues and we'll get a new mages here. And oh, I keep forgetting, we have of course some magic items. Yeah. Evocation 5 and our super army Vernichtungsspell soon there. Globals, it's still too early for super spells. Ah yes, we have this jar of fire, temporary fire against and cold resistance. A bit unusual, but I guess it keeps you warm. Still have nothing for this eye catcher to do, and the unseen sword is assassin patience +2. Damage 8, it's an invisible attack. This sword is invisible. Even seasoned warriors would have a hard time defending against the wielder of such a blade. Beings with true sight, spirit sight can see the sword and will defend normally. The sword is commonly given to assassins as it might allow them to get close enough to launch a surprise attack. That's actually a good synergy with our assassins. The Icelands is just an Iceland. It gives you a charge bonus for first strike, but since we've stopped using our lance carrying commanders in wasteful frontal attacks, we can't really profit from it. Otherwise it's just a little magic weapon that can hurt people who are normally immune to normal weapons. And of course we have the insane red dragon mail, one is left over. It of course lowers defense a bit and gives a bit of encumbrance, but otherwise it's fairly good, especially against an enemy who uses fire magic. So let's see here. Oh yes, Kimber Penton, you need more protection, lady. So I'll gift you this. At what level is construction? Ah yes, we need construction 5, and it's close here. Conjuration 5, 6 is... yeah, of course. More crap for us to summon. But, yes, of course, those spells need forest, which we don't have. So let's pull this around. Construction 5 for some boosters is better now. What was alteration 5? Why did I take this on? Oh yes, Shadow Warriors, a bigger version of the group blurring spells. And then finally we go back, and at this point I should hopefully have some foothold in a forest. And then we'll aim for something higher. And that's not... oh yes, of course, since you are our only fire mage, you get this thing. Now I can let him summon stuff or cast mighty fire spells in the middle of battle, and the game will automatically feed a fire gem at the beginning of battle in whatever he is using, which of course means fire spells. Fire. Yeah, there is some shit, and Breath of the Desert takes 5 gems, but could be theoretically cast by him. It's sadly in ritual, and it's... that could be interesting if we ever fight Kalon, but otherwise making some faraway place hotter doesn't really help. Then we have the Fate of Oedipus, which is a counter to the very useful global spell Eyes of God that allows you to watch everyone. This instead reverses this and rips this poor fool's eyes out. Very nasty. Fire from afar, another ritual, and then Hidden Flame is something you can't use. Falling Fires. Well, it's nice to have, I guess, but he's also a big glamour mage. I'm not sure I'm getting to use this. We also don't have a sizable fire gem income right now. Still 0, but we now have a fire mage actively searching for sites, so maybe we are lucky. Those 40 gems, that's all from events. That's interesting. Back to research. Alteration Fire 4. Nothing useful here. Transmute Fire. Well, we can transmute fire gems into gold. And a lot of it. 10 fire gems turning into 350 pounds of gold is a lot more than what I remember from Dominions 5. It's nice in a cinch, especially since everything costs more in this game. But it's also level 5, which we don't have. Then... Conjuration? Yeah. Flame jellies could be useful, especially since we get 10 of them. But it's only something we can use underwater, so it's of no use to us now. Summon Fire Elemental. Well, that's a little bit useful, but level 5 only grants us 1 per spell. Nothing useful here. Construction 5 allows us to forge more. Conjuration 6. Is there something? A Flame Spirit. This could be useful because a Flame Spirit is some kind of flying flame spirit, as as the word implies, and it's a natural level 3 firecaster. So basically for 30 gems we suddenly get a second firecaster. Useful to have, but right now I don't really have any use for fire magic. What a shame. Can the long-handed forge something useful right now? Nope, 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 nothing too bad. The dragon helmet would be nice because it gives more dark vision, which gives them the random elf 100s instead of 50. Can we? Well, it doesn't give encumbrance to everything, and it gives more. That would be nice for Kimberly Penton, so forge it, please. Just to make sure Kimber Penton doesn't get hit by some random hit to the head or something. After all, she is our mage. I think the first and best booster for glamour magic is another helmet, but then we just give this nice little helmet to someone else. There's always someone. Do you need this? We have a bronze cap that's fairly nice, so we give this helmet to some squishy mage who might need it. Since we are already forging a second one. Of course, when we start sending Pizzas down, she probably needs a little bit protection. That's not enough. Of course. Unseen. The fawn stuff is a strong poison weapon. It's also a good weapon, and she's already patient. Patience 2-3. Right, this could be nice. Well, we already have a second assassin. So here, you get the unseen sword for now. I will keep piling up glamour gems for now. Wait, do I have some kind of... Oh wow, completely forgot there's still some provinces left unchecked. But you have level 3 in nature magic. Can you forge something useful? Enormous cauldron of broth. Yeah, that gives supplies. Not exactly needed right now. Ranger boots, birch boots. Oh yes, ranger boots, stealth boost. And we only need nature magic 1 for this. Then the ranger cloak, which gives stealth boost and more hit points and a little bit protection. Also useful. The gossamer gown gives awe, which helps getting not hit by a single person. Ah yes, the direwolf pelt, because it makes our assassins deadlier and it has a bit more protection. And encumbrance is kind of irrelevant. Assassinations are either extremely fast or extremely deadly. There's no in between. There is no 100 turns of wrecking each other if you have just one guy on your side. But level 3 magic would be a bit overkill, especially since he has 15 research points and this one has only 11. So, my Mr. Sheila, I'll let you create another direwolf pelt. Okay, since you stop casting for a moment. Instead you're making ranger boots for the reinvigoration and the stealth boost. Well, a little bit basic equipment for our assassins. So I keep rating. No. Helmets. Nope, I think I give them the booster, since it's apparently cheaply made. So Kimber Penton gets the next dragon helmet. And then, with the research finished, this army is then ready for offensive operations, I would say. And if the enemy isn't coming to us, I'll try to poke him a bit. Of course. 70, yeah, yes, that's not very accurate. I'm guessing it's a bit less. But if I can put something down here, thanks to the forest, I am sure that this army can't just skip over the royal forest to the dead forest. So there will be no surprise combo attack. If the enemy tries to capture us, we'll take a step back. And at that point we have used up enough turns for reinforcements to arrive. And then we'll simply punch really hard with all of our magic. And then we hope for the best. I mean, this is only possible because Mekone graciously left us a full turn of quietly researching here and recruiting some more troops. We are at 200 right now, but the new spell will do a lot of lifting because I'm trying to cast it as much as possible. We have 1, 2, 3 possible casters who can pull this off without any trouble. One of them will have to cast Twilight, but the other two can then just immediately go into overdrive. Theoretically, after Twilight, every level 2 mage is a level 3 mage who could just shit out a stupendous amount of those fake. Hey, maybe I'll do it. I'll take a look at how many games it would cost me. But even if I can do this exactly once, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 200, something like 300 extra units, even if it's shitty units, would be a nice surprise. Maybe I do this. It would certainly look more impressive than just ephemeral blasting again. And it's nice to change tactics sometimes. I'll take that into account. So next turn, the enemy either does something or we'll have to go down and root them out the hard way. Funny. In 2 turns this army should be ready. Then in 2 turns this army will march towards the south. And we start the cycle again. Well, that's it for now. We have reconnected our water province and the enemy did nothing. Research is soon there in large scale, and yeah, that was a calm turn. I'll recruit another scout here, and then next turn I'll have some extra money left over, and maybe I put finally a temple down here just so I can recruit shield lords instead of having to shuffle them over all the way from our capital, which by now is a fair bit away from us. Yeah, I'm not sure if Mekone is even a giant nation that needs cold. And since it's spring, it's still cold here, I'm guessing he has a dominion a dominion scale that involves having cold. Possibly to get more points for other shit like growth and magic, since that's costly. And he's also order, because that gives more resources, which is important if you have giant monsters like those giants to recruit with the giant armors and shit. Oh, is he finally recruiting disc throwers? That would be funny, since they are useful to have. Yep, he is adding disco boluses. No, that's no, we'll definitely need our 300 extra units to eat up those discuses. So Mekone is learning. He apparently saw this battle where I took Kuna Era and realized that he lost a lot of time not having them. So we'll have a real battle at our hands soon. So it would be smarter if he starts recruiting them in his capital too, I guess. Since they're big beefy giants and just giant discusses are his one sole chance to kill us all. since they can hit us from farther out, and they don't have to wait until our spear throwing, lance stabbing asses are in line in front of him. But anyway, I'm already talking too much. Not much left to do this turn, so I'll say goodbye until next time. Libluini out, and oh, oops, it's another double turn. The double feature. Okay, I am back, and I've seen the reason why Mekone didn't do anything. They set themselves AI. So, well, I'm guessing that now Arco will start moving in, because AIs are commonly free foot for the real players. It's a bit too bad. I hoped to see some exciting battles, but the AI, even with improvements made over the years, is still not exactly the best at this game. I expect them sending tiny little armies all over the place and then dying ineffectively. Like now, for example. So, evocation is ready for Rumble, and Kronborg saw, no Pisa sent a lot of units, but only one mage. Yes, that's the AI for you. A real player would have at least sent 5 or even more mages. I'm one of those horrible guys. Oh yes, of course, the AI. As you see, gone are the long, neat lines that came close to actually defeating us. Instead, it's just a one big ungainly mass of idiots slow walking. And will we see the bronze discus? Will they use him? Or will they just punch? Apparently they aren't even set to throwing. That's odd. I'm guessing Mekone didn't get to give them any orders or scripting. That's too bad. Rivia. More money! Misfortune +3. I hate this guy. It's negating our entire luck scales here. Nothing is as bad as this stupid event where some witch suddenly curses your lands because she hates you or something. If you're really unlucky, you can roll this event over and over again. Some more randos are getting taken up by our weirdos. Yes. Collecting dudes for the better. So please, those, and then we are done here. Yeah. He could have done so much better, and I have no idea where this... Oh. Someone bullshit here. Ah yes, the AI is good in wasting gams too. Too bad, friendlies, but I am now here. Of course, this army could just slow walk around us, but the AI normally has more priorities than just being annoying, so I'm guessing they'll just now walk towards our castle in Kuna Era, so I'll just throw myself at them. It's a bit annoying since now I still don't get to do anything here, but hey, there is something I can do, indeed. First I'm putting some more units down. Then let me... oh yes, of course, this guy is not actually a scout. So why did I guess I just got confused here. Stay behind, Lapkos, because now you get to construct a walled city. Whoops, forgot to reduce. I need more units down here at the war front. I don't really need here. Why did I get more football champions? And I'm stupid sometimes. But here, now you get a direwolf pelt and some nice boots for now. And another assassin is almost ready. And of course Kimber Penton gets a helmet for now, until we get some booster. Mage research is now down the construction lane. Next turn we are at level 4 and then soon at level 5. And we are unlocking new shit for us to use. And well, yes, we are now... Oh, we're still here. We still had some horsepower left over. Nope, minus 46. Nope, we can only recruit one more. We have used up all the riderless horses. But this also means we have money left over now, and Lapgas can finally build a walled city, which will take some turns. But everyone else attacks. Well, not this guy. This guy is unfucking believable and a scout. Scroll down, my friend, to here, and yeah, you can retreat if you want to. And now you're going down here into Vanheim territory. My other scout is somewhere in Muspelheim. And oh, is there a war going on between those two? Would be funny. Let's sneak into this forest and take a more closer look at what is going on. Maybe the territory is just oddly shaped right now. But this combined with this army suddenly walking off would mean, I'm guessing, there is a war going on. Maybe I should ask some questions to Arco again. But anyway, now I have this batch of weirdos. Let's see. What have you scripted here? Ah yes, we switch to ephemeral blasting everyone. Twilight, Twilight, Twilight. Twilight, Group Blur. Why not? But after that, my friend, you will use our new level 5 evocation spell, Illusory Army. And that one uses fatigue cost from 100. Yeah, let's not take any risks. Oh, there are still some mages who use the old constant group blur chaining. Nope, 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 that's... Ah yes, of course. And look, the long-handed can divine bless us, because again, this guy can do everything. Then we have some normal blessers here. And Kimber Penton, who then can Twilight, and then instead of group blurring, since she doesn't need it anymore, she can cut down on Illusory Army and cast it probably a second time before it starts costing too many. Oh yeah, that's funny. Because of the gem, he can do it normally once. After that, he needs Twilight power. That's all normal so far. I could do insane bullshit now, but now it's actually not useful anymore. Oh, sorry, we only need one Divine Blesser. And this is our prophet, so let's have him do the Divine Blessing thing and go back to Love the Long-Handed. You can do other shit for me, thank you. This is level 3 Glamour Blade. Glamour Blade, wow. He can also Illusory Armies. I even give him some more gems to use. Let's give him 6. We have now 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3, and one kind of double cast. So we have 20, 30, 60, 80 additional units in the next battle. You're guard commander, my friend. And you are hold and fire closest. Yep. Let's put you up. Vierburg. Let's say, nah, this flank is a bit worse off. And these guys, some of them, yeah, that's nice. And of course all those illusory folks suddenly showing up. We still have our blessers in between, just in case our great admiral bites it. And that's the standard for now. We have Kimber Penton twilighting it up, and then double casting Illusory Army. We have Love the Long-Handed, will put one out, and Rory Llewellyn will put one out. This is 20, 40, 60, 80. You know what? I think I can do those one better. Let's go to our super mages and make them double cast Illusory Army. And let's remove Gloopler. Nah, I think the waiting is more in time of Ephemeral Blast. Let's leave it in there. Gloopler has fatigue cost 40. Ah yes, of course, it's in there to give Twilight a little bit of working time. Because Twilight, oh, of course, he doesn't need to do it since he is no part of the other army. Well, let's do it like this here now, and Ephemeral Blast at the end. Well, this should work out, because as a level 3 mage he doesn't have to wait until Twilight is ready. And the added magic power should allow him to cast Illusory Army a second time. That's 40 units. Love the Long-Handed. Same thing here. We can let him cast again. Whoop. Level 5. Where are you? Evocation. Here. Yep, 20 plus units will be set right in front of the mage, and then things will get wonky. Yep, more illusory armies. So now we are up to 80, I think. Yep, Kimber Penton here, 100, 120. That should already be terrifying overkill. Fire closest, yes, that's so they use their throwing spears. Wait. Oh yes, hold and fire closes. They should wait until they are at least blessed. And now, we'll try this. The AI will, I'm guessing, try to strike to the fortress now. Otherwise, well, let's see. This is a fairly big army, and our fortification here is at 500. So even if the AI runs straight for our castle up there, you can just follow and squeeze the army to death again. And if the AI is stupid enough to repeat the same mistake the Mekone player did, then again everyone who will run away after surviving the battle will then just be deleted from the universe. Optimally though, they either don't move or move into Kuna Era next turn, which means we hit them straight on. And then there will be a big battle next time, and after that we are squatting on Dead Forest to finally get a move on, because even if Akro is busy with a battle this time around, sooner or later Akro will realize that Mekone isn't commanded by a real human anymore, then they will be tempted to snatch up some of the outlying provinces there, even if they maybe don't have the troops left over to take the capital right now. But we of course want to at least get those juicy forest provinces so our glamour magic actually can summon some neat shit. So, counter offensive is underway. There's nothing much to report for now. Recruitment can go on right now. We're actually building a new fortress here up. So we have finally 3 full fortresses under our command. And major battles galore. Well, possibly. Since it's the AI, there is a good chance they'll do something stupid next turn. Well, let's get a surprise. Until then, Diploini out.